Heilige Kamarna, or bicycle of Kamarna, brings down in his Sfarim, and the Sefer Heichal HaBracha in particular, the following story. And he says he was an eyewitness to this. He said one time the Berditchever, or Levi Yitzchak of Berditchev, came to visit the town of Brod. And when he came to the city, obviously, you have a visiting tzaddik like that, so all the Rabbanim, all the tzaddikim come out to meet him, and they escort him through the town to show him around. And as they're walking with the Berditchever through the streets of Brod, Beryl is coming towards them. Who's Beryl? Beryl is, what can you say about Beryl? Beryl was a very, very, very simple Jew. Unsophisticated, struggled with low things. He was not exactly one of the great Rabbanim and tzaddikim of the town. And so Beryl's coming towards them. The Berditchever, with the Berditchever eyes, looks at Beryl, and he immediately breaks from all the Rabbanim and Tzaddikim that he was with, and he makes a straight line towards Beryl, runs towards Beryl, gives him a big hug and kiss, and picks Beryl up with his hands, and he says, Beryl, you should know how deep the Rabbanu Shalom is, how amazing it is to connect to Elokus, and he starts talking to Beryl about very, very high and lofty things, about Dveikus and attachment to Hashem, and the names of Hashem, like very, very big, lofty concepts. And the Kamarna says that when all the tzaddikim are watching this, they begin to laugh because they think, Beryl has no idea what the Berditchever is talking about. What's the Berditchever talking about such high things to Beryl about? So after this whole episode is over, the Berditchever turns around and he sees other tzaddikim and Rabbanim chuckling, and he realizes right away why. The Berditchever goes out and he says, listen, I know Beryl's a simple Jew, I see that. He says, do you know why Beryl's a simple Jew? It is because Beryl looks in the mirror and he thinks of himself as a simple Jew. Because Beryl thinks of himself as nothing but a simple Jew, that's why he remains a simple Jew. But what Beryl doesn't realize is that inside of Beryl, there's a neshama. And every Jewish neshama has the potential and the unbelievable strength of becoming a big tzaddik and a big Eved Hashem. Instead of Beryl looking in the mirror and thinking of himself as a simple Jew, he has to look in the mirror and think of himself as an underdeveloped tzaddik. And what I was trying to do was engage with him in a conversation that speaks to that part of him. And when he realizes that, whoa, the Berditchever is looking at me as not a simple guy. He's looking at me as someone that has the potential and is locked within me, a big tzaddik and a big Eved Hashem. It's going to bring out from him that strength. And the Berditchever told them that you have to look at Jews in such a way. Don't look at them for who they are. Look at them as underdeveloped and unripened tzaddikim. When you see them as such and you talk to them and engage them in such a way, that brings out of them their strength and their kaiches. We have to strengthen ourselves with that belief as well. We look at ourselves, don't look at yourself as just a little guy. Look at yourself as someone that's unbelievably big. Look at yourself as an underdeveloped Navi. Mamish, someone who's unbelievably deeply connected to God. It's just a matter of bringing it out. Speak to yourself in such a way. Speak to other Jews in such a way. And from there, we'll be able to unlock and unleash that potential to become the tzaddik and the Hashem, the Rabbanu Shalom wants and knows that we will become.